Greetings guys, girls, non-binary pals, and welcome back to another video. I hope you are well and I hope you are fighting because there is a lot to be fighting for. Now, it is the second video of the year, and because it's a new year, I've decided I want to mix up my content a little bit more, do a little bit more different things, try some new things. In saying that it's a new year, new me, and wanting to try new content, mix it up a little bit, I'm going to do something that I did last week. And that is watching another Jubilee video because you know what? I had fun. It was really cool to do something a little bit different, mix it up a bit, play a little bit of a game, you know? Laugh along with people, not laugh at people, you know? It was good. I really enjoyed it. It didn't perform super well, which is always a bit disheartening. Trying new content and things that I actually really enjoy not doing well is always a bit of a stab to the chest. But it's okay. We move through, we power on. Maybe this one will do better. In order to help assure that it does, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. That'd be really appreciated. Anyway, I need to stop talking and get on with the video. The video we're watching today is 6 Gen Z versus 1 secret millennial. So it's the same sort of concept as the one I watched last time. There'll be a room with 7 people and there's 6 Gen Z, 1 millennial. Now, I myself am Gen Z, right? Obviously, I am born in the new millennia. I am an 00 baby. It is my birthday in less than 2 weeks now. So I'm Gen Z, right? And not really on the cusp. I'm like at the earlier end, but like still a few years into it. However, I went to uni early, and so a lot of my friends at uni were millennials or were like right on the cusp. So I was around millennials a lot, and also a lot of my friends who are Gen Z are like millennials in spirit. Let's see if I can spot them. Let's see if we can figure it out. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna watch the video.
We should say how old we are.
I'm 19.
I'm 21.
I'm 22.
I'm 19.
I'm 24.
I'm 23.
I'm 22. Wait, am I the youngest one here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is everybody on TikTok right now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as far as recent trends, what have your favorite trends been?
I instantly would fail at this one, and I feel like a lot of us would too. It's quite funny because it's like, what's your favorite TikTok trend? There are the different sides of TikTok where there are different trends. I personally go through phases of like using TikTok and then not using TikTok. So I'd automatically, not a clue. I have no idea what's going on TikTok. And when I am on TikTok, I kind of am just on like K-pop TikTok and then a little bit of gay TikTok. So I don't know. What's going on TikTok? I don't fucking know. I love that that's the first question though. It's like Gen Z, TikTok. Suspicious question. Don't know why, just is.
I'm trying to think of the one, I don't know, I watch a lot of dogs. So I'm trying to think of the one,
No Gen Z person talks about dog videos, so that was a little bit suspicious to me.
No Gen Z person talks about dog videos? What? You have sad friends. Do people not talk about dog video? What? Cat. Hey, cat.
Hello?
I have a question. I'm watching Odd One Out. There's 6 Gen Z and 1 millennials.
Okay.
And so the first question was, what are your favorite TikTok trends? And one of them's like, I mainly see dogs. And so then one of the others was like, no Gen Z talks about dog videos. What are your thoughts?
I think that my entire feed is either dogs or cats.
Dogs, cats, K-pop. Those are the 3 genres.
Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't have dogs on their feed?
This has been today's Are the Straights Okay? No. Instant red flag. Instant red flag. Thank you for your time.
Do you guys use Facebook at all?
only to like sell things on Marketplace, because
for the
that's how
family
you
in
Marketplace.
People use Facebook Marketplace? Didn't know that was a thing. Didn't know we used Facebook Marketplace.
It's kind of pretty lighting, Loki.
Always trust your gut. He looked too young, like there was just something about him.
He looked too young? What do you mean he looked too young? When did Generation Alpha, worst name, can't believe the generation below us is called Generation Alpha. When did Generation Alpha start? 2010. So if they aren't Gen Z because they look young, they'd be like 11. So I don't trust this person because so far they've said that Gen Z don't talk about dogs and that someone looks too young to be Gen Z. Or are they saying that he looks like he's trying to look too young? Doesn't make sense.
Alyssa just seemed to like ask like a lot of questions that were like trying to like take the tension off of herself.
I'm glad that we all think it's Alyssa.
I think that maybe they were intimidated about the confidence in my questions. I should have stayed quiet for the first round.
Or you should have just like not said that Gen Z hate dogs. I know you didn't say that, but like I feel personally attacked by that. Don't know why. Wait, now I have to pick a new person. I can't just like say it was the first person voted off and like go along with it. So just for the sake of like the game, I have to pick a new person. So I'll get back to you in a sec.
What's like y'all's like favorite type of music?
I'm really into R&B, hip hop. Daniel Caesar is a top artist.
I listen to a lot of hip hop and alternative, so.
Okay. I'm like very generic pop music. I listen to a lot about music, so
Yeah, country or very generic pop, like Doja Cat for sure.
yeah.
When she said country music, I just don't think of that as a very like the Gen Z thing to say. So it just seemed to me as if she was trying to like pretend.
What? That didn't seem like a Gen Z thing to say, so I thought she was pretending. Surely if you're pretending, you would say a Gen Z thing. If you're pretending, why would you say something that's not Gen Z?
Does everyone have a job?
I'm a music teacher. I mean, I teach like one-off lessons, like a lot of piano, violin lessons, singing lessons.
Okay, so like you're...
It picked up a lot in COVID. Like that was like the finding Zoom lessons.
Do you have to like go through a lot of like qualifications in school?
I
become a teacher?
got a qualification through like a private section. I'm just a one-off
How long did
teacher.
that take?
It was like 6 months. It wasn't that long. But I studied music in school, so like it was not like a
How long did you study music in school?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, graduated 2019, like right before. As 24, I was the oldest person in the box, and so I was nervous that they were going to eliminate me early.
24 makes sense. You could also be like a school teacher at 24. I finished uni before I was 20. Well, I was meant to. We don't ask questions about that, but my degree technically was meant to finish before my 20th birthday. So that would have given me 4 years. I could have easily been a teacher. I had an English teacher who was 23. Like, being 24, you 1000%... Like, firstly, you can be a one-on-one music teacher without, like, any qualifications. I studied music at uni, and, like, half the people there did lessons when they were, like, 19, 20, 21. And also, like, you can fully have a teaching degree and be a music teacher at 24 and be a Gen Z. I don't know why they're so pressing hard for these questions. Like, that's fully valid. I don't know why everyone's going so hard on it. Also, like, being 24 and graduating in 2019, that's quite late for graduating though, isn't it? 24 graduating in 2019? That means they're 21 when they graduated. So now that I've had a moment to think about that doesn't add up. That doesn't add up at all. Do they mean they graduated uni in 2019 or they graduated high school? Because they graduated high school in 2019 and now they're 24. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. Okay, I'm on your case now. Maybe they were right to press for questions. Hello? I thank you.
Take it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Chongbin. Kat has delivered me my hot chocolate in my Dan and Phil mug, which is my dearest possession.
Oh, what's your favorite cartoon growing up?
Oh my god, The Last Airbender?
Regular show.
Jimmy Neutron, probably.
Yeah, that's what I said, the Nickelodeon shows.
Kids Next Door was mine.
What was my favorite cartoon growing up? It's like Tom and Jerry. Which is like the most like millennial answer to give. My favorite cartoon growing up was like the Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry. And then I guess when I was a little bit older, it was Fairly Odd Parents and SpongeBob, which again, I feel like is more leaning into millennial, isn't it? I don't know. Those are my answers, though. Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob, I had them all on DVD. Top tier shows.
Really want to be your friend though.
When he was talking about music school and going into the music industry, I felt like that required a lot of training.
They keep voting out my people. And it's so lame for me to just like have guessed someone for them to immediately be gone. So I'm gonna just eliminate people each round too. So far we're in agreement. So therefore I'm putting myself with the majority, which means I am recognizing myself as a Gen Z because I am. I don't know why I care so much. Why do I care? I don't care.
You said you model too, right?
Yeah,
How long have you been like doing that?
for like a year or two now.
Oh, cool.
How do you like it?
It's pretty fun.
Well, I'm curious, have you seen beauty standards change at all? Because I know that Gen Z has done a really good job at like breaking down barriers.
That was a super millennial way of saying that. Listen, Gen Z have done a super good job of breaking down boundaries. That was... No. I am suspicious of her now. It's Ruby. It's Ruby. Ruby. Listen, the only reason I was suspicious of Trey, I am so bad with names and memories, was because, like I said, he said he graduated in 2019 and he was 24. And that doesn't add up. But this girl also, she's giving me millennial vibes. I don't know what that means.
Who is your favorite pop star?
What do you mean, like singer?
I don't know.
Is that what the question was? Halsey? Halsey? The answer is Halsey. It's Halsey.
All right, I'll see you guys later. You guys had fun.
Please raise your hand if you still have doubt that you caught them all and want to continue playing the game in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I have a question.
What's up?
Do you guys find that older generations that you know like have a hard time understanding Gen Z and like our like new beliefs or whatever?
I think what's really cool about Gen Z is that since like we're all becoming so diverse.
We're all becoming so diverse. We've all always been so diverse. It's just that we are now able to be open about it and have that conversation and don't feel like we have to hide that as much. It's just that there's more of a fight for visibility and equality. But we've always been this diverse. I'm sorry. She's the millennial. If she's not, honey, you're giving off big millennial vibes. You should work on that. That's embarrassing.
Even like socially, like take for instance, like during the election time, the whole Trump thing when everyone was like, oh, reserve tickets to Trump's campaign or whatever, so no one would show up.
Shout out, Ami.
Yeah.
I thought that was brilliant and such a cool way for Gen Z to like
Yeah.
make our voice heard.
Yeah. Oh.
Ruby was talking a lot about more adult stuff per se, and she sounded very well spoken. And so I thought there was a possibility that she's the mole.
So weird. These are such... I don't know how else you're meant to, like, go off of these things. I don't know how else you're meant to figure it out. But, like, it's so strange. Like, she sounds like an adult. She's speaking about more adult things. Like, I have to do fucking taxes. I have an accountant. I have to do taxes. I'm 22. Not even 22. I'm not 22 yet. I still have, like, 10 days. I'm 21. And I have to do all this shit. Been out of school for 6 years. I've moved overseas, moved countries away from family, and have had to like do life and living by myself. You can still be Gen Z and do all of those things and be an adult and be well spoken. It's just so strange. It's so strange. You're like, yeah, but as Gen Z, as like a 20-year-old, we can't do adult things. I don't know. I don't know why I'm feeling so attacked by this. I don't know why I'm feeling so attacked by this. A lot of people think that I am older, I guess, but...
Nah.
How has Ruby been under fire every single round and still not voted out? If it's not Ruby, I'm gonna be like kind of shocked. But then also I was really suspicious of the person right at the start. So, again, same issue as last time, object permanence. They're not in the room. They don't exist anymore.
Please raise your hand if you still have doubt that you caught them all and want to continue playing the game. Okay,
well.
majority doesn't want to continue, so we will end the game now. If the lights turn green, that means you have voted out the mole and you win. If the light turns red, that means the mole is still in the box and you lose.
What do we think? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Ruby feels millennial, but also I have friends who have her exact same vibe who are the exact same age as me. So.
Let's go. I was actress if it's you.
Okay. So who was it? Who was the mole? Was I right? Was it one of my first two guesses? Let's find out.
Will the millennial please step forward and reveal yourself in 3, 2, 1?
I knew it.
Hey, I was right. My mans gave himself away when he said he graduated in 2019. But also he's 24. My guy, do maths. Do maths. You're a millennial. You're meant to be good at maths. That is a stereotype that I just made up right now.
So I am actually a millennial. I am 29 years old, and I know that I look a lot younger. My nickname is Babyface Trace because I have looked the same since I was 16 years old.
Yeah, I was gonna say tonight. I was not gonna put him at 29. I'm not gonna put him at 29. Oh my god.
So I came in being my younger sister, who is actually 24 and is actually a music teacher, and everything that I answered was my younger sister.
How are you 24 and did I mishear? Am I just stupid? Did he graduate college in 2019? If you graduated uni in 2019, then you could be 24. I guess, yeah, no, because I also was meant to graduate in 2019 and I'm 21. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe he is talking about uni and I am just like, you can't graduate uni in 2019 and be Gen Z. I'm just dumb because I did. All my friends did. All my friends graduated in 2019 and we're all freaking Gen Z. I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Ready? Take a third.
Oh!
That would be such a bitch. Oh my god, that would be such a bitch to pick up. Why would you do that? I hope that's not real money because that would just be so annoying. Also, I'm sorry, but this is like a genuine question I have. Americans, do you guys use cash a lot? Because like, I always see, you know, people in movies, online or whatever, it's always like cash. Everyone always talks about cash. Everyone carries cash, pays with cash. That's so weird. Especially because your money is literally made out of paper. Like, that's so strange. Do you use cash a lot? Because like, I could not tell you the last time I even had cash like in my hand, other than when I'm like traveling and in a place which has a different currency. I will not have cash. The last time I had cash was when I was traveling Europe 2 years ago. And then prior to that, the last time I had cash was when I was in Cambodia. The only money I ever have on me is my phone for Apple Pay. Cash? Who uses cash? Do you use cash? Is that a thing? You have cash? I don't know. Am I just making shit up? Do I know what I'm talking about? No, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know anything. The US confuses me. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. There's such a different culture between New Zealand and the UK and the US. We're very different places, which is really interesting because we're also very similar. Anyway, that is irrelevant. That has been, this has been Spot the Millennial. I did kind of well, but also not, because the reason I called them out was not correct. Because I'm stupid and was thinking like the other Gen Z in this video who were like, 29, old. That's too old. It's not. It's not. I was criticizing them for doing it and I did it myself. So maybe that's the key to being Gen Z. That's me. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. And like, if you want to give me video suggestions, what you want me to talk about, what you want me to react to, whatever, you can send an email to kiwi.woo with 3 O's, at gmail.com. Just send me links, let me know what you want me to talk about, and maybe I will do that. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. A massive thank you to my Kiwi Fruit and Kiwi Bird channel members whose names are up on the screen right now. I love and appreciate you very, very much. Thank you so much for joining. If you would like to become a channel member, you can click the top link in the description or the little blue join button. You get my videos a day early, as well as 10% off my shop when I have things on my shop. And as a Kiwi Bird channel member, you sometimes get little extra things. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, The Queer Kiwi, and Twitter, That Queer Kiwi. And subscribe to my second channel, which is on screen right now. Thank you for coming. Again, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Keep fighting. I love you. Mwah.